If you like healthy Zobo, this is a Zobo recipe you should try. It's very simple, but just look at how beautiful this looks. You should stay tuned and watch this video.
And it went like.
So just like the title implies, we are making Zobo, natural Zobo that doesn't need any artificial sweetening agents. So here we have some Zobo. I got a, what is that thing called? I think it's called a Derica, but this is like more than half of it. So let's say this is about 300 worth of Zobo. I have this pineapple, but I'm not even going to use this pineapple. I just need the skin and just a little bit of it because I've noticed that when I use pineapple, I don't know if it's the pineapples I've been using, but I usually don't like the taste of the Zobo after some days. Here I have clove. This is two, like two packs. They sell it like 200. So two tiny distance. Then here I have ginger, a lot of ginger, some cloves touched on it. That's these black things you're seeing. Then I have a cinnamon stick. Then I have two big apples. These are actually like big apples. Look at that. So these are all we need. And first thing I'm going to do is to wash this zobo and put it on fire, just to rinse it off. And then we'll take out the dirt that are in it. By the way, don't be scared about the color of the water. I mean, this is hibiscus flower for a reason, so we have so much redness we can still get from it. So the zobo goes in, taking out some of the dirt that I didn't take out before. So next goes in the pineapple skin. Why does it look like I'm going to change this pot? I really don't want to. Okay, it's going to. I made sure I used little water. The water is no more than the things here. Then the cloves go in now. Ginger I blended. So because we're not using any sweetener for this, and this is homemade, I'm not using a lot of water. So the water is like not even going to cover the stuff very well. And I'll let this cook for 20 minutes. I'm not even going to cover the pot. I'll just allow this to cook so that when I get the juice, it will be thick and it will have a bit of flavor. If the water goes down and I think it's too small, then I'll add a bit more water. I'm going to blend apples and get the juice. So that's still more water that is going to go into this. So we need to be really careful because we don't have sweeteners, right? Here. Just before I forget, the cinnamon stick. Let that boil. Guess who changed the pot? I changed the pot. So that was boiling and I could see that it was going to splash everywhere. So I just turned it into this bigger one. And it's just been 5 minutes since I put it on fire. So 15 more minutes to go. So this is the zobo. It has been boiling for 20 minutes now. So I'm just going to take it off and allow it to get a bit cold. Then I would sieve it and show you people the remaining process. So you know that stuff that happens when you cut apple and keep it and then it changes its color? That has just happened with this blended one. By the way, if you want to avoid that, rub lime on the apple or soak it in salt water. Press this down a bit. If you want to do this faster, use a cheesecloth, but yeah, I'm done. That apple juice doesn't look good at all. I mean, it tastes good because I just tasted it, but it doesn't look good at all. And like I said, it's because of the color changing thing that apple does. Anyway, now we are straining the zobo. The cinnamon broken, definitely cooked very well. The smaller bits here. I'm just pressing this down now. So there's this strong urge to just add some more water at this point, but I won't do that because, like I said, we're not adding any sweeteners. And if we're being honest, you want this to be sweet. So I would only add water when I've added the apple juice and I've tasted it. So, but maybe if you're using more apples ahead, then you know you can add water. I was supposed to get tangerine for this as well, but the ones I saw were not fresh at all. I think this is not tangerine season. And with Zobo, you have to be very careful. It can stain a lot of things. So whatever kitchen towel you're using, you have to be sure it's something you can wash off or you don't mind it getting stained. So this is what we have. Oh. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not thick, but it's not watery. It's not too light. I think it's just perfect. Let's taste it and see. Ah, this is very sweet. And I'm going to rinse this into this place. Let's test it again. And okay, this is perfect now. Personally, don't like the taste of pineapple in this, like a lot of pineapple. That's why I used only the skin. So if you're not careful with the pineapple, it can easily overpower the taste of the zobo. So that's why it's good to like add other fruits. So I've just put some of this in my can and I'm going to bottle others behind the camera and I'll be back. Oh, this looks so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would see you in my next video and I do hope you try out this recipe. Cheers!